Okay. Welcome to Big Crone Tarot. I'm pointing out some of my favorite oracle decks. I tried to record this video once and the video got screwed up, so I'm just going to try to go through it again. So I have the Literary Witch Oracle. This is good for like creative inspiration if you are a writer, whether fiction, nonfiction, autobiographical fiction, whatever you're doing. You know, and you want to research a writer who you can relate to, or, you know, ask your spirit guides, you know, who do I have the most in common with? Which one of these women do a genre that's, you know, similar to my genre, or who do I have in common with? And that's how you can ask about this deck. There are people in here and there are objects too. Okay, like witch things or whatever. Witches and witch things. Oracle. Okay, so that's a good deck. You can use this in tandem with a regular tarot or another oracle deck. I can't really think of anything I use it in tandem with as far as another oracle, but I mean, there is a spell card deck here, but I haven't used these together yet. But this is good for like creative inspiration. If you are Reiki attuned, the Reiki Oracle is good, or if you want to learn about Reiki, this is one of my main favorites, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. You can use these in tandem. Okay, there are short stories in this oracle that spirit guides will choose for you to relate to and ask yourself a question that will inspire some, you know, perspective shifting or personal development, chakra healing. Okay, these are like chakra healing decks. The Divine Feminine, I like to ask questions like who can I relate to, or who is like me, or who am I like right now, or who can relate to my life cycle, and I'll choose this deck. Or sometimes you just want to read a story about a figure or a feminine person, but it's supposed to relate to you, okay? Or if you want to do a reading on somebody else, you can go about doing it this way. If you have a friend named, you know, Maddie, and you're like, you know, which card best describes Maddie right now? You know, you can get kind of like I guess like a archetype, is that the word, archetype, to relate to that person, to understand their personality, their life cycle. Or you can pull oracle cards for someone else if you do readings for others. Spiritual postcards, or postcards from spirit. This is like letters from your spiritual team that most relate to your situation. Okay. Magical spell cards. I love these cards. Great spells. I've been using this deck for like, I think about a year now. The spells in here are very powerful. They encourage you to ask deities, divine deities, to assist you in whatever magical energy you need in your life at that time, okay? And the guidebook is really nice. They give you descriptions of deities. The actual spell card, there will be like a single word on the card, and then they'll, you know, tell you how the spell relates to you and why you need it, and what kind of ritual to try, and how to set your intention and stuff like that. Cosmic reading cards. I haven't used these a lot recently, but I do like these. The illustrations are very dark, very, I mean, well, you can kind of see, you know what I mean? Dark and very glowing. Okay. This is a good inspiring deck just to give you like some good energy. I'm an ancient Egyptian, so Isis Oracle is always good for me. I have Egyptian tarot decks too that I use in tandem with this, or sometimes I just use it by itself. And then one of my top favorites too is the Guardian Angel reading cards. And these cards are pretty straightforward, you know what I mean? They tell you which angel you need to work with. You can ask, you know, your higher self. You can ask God, spirit guides, which angel should I, you know, invite into my energy now? I use this deck in tandem with my Dragon Oracle, because dragons are a part of the angelic realm. They work with angels and deities, so this is a good deck for that. I've also used it in tandem with this deck, okay? Because the angels, I will ask them to assist me with you know, whatever ritual I'm doing, and empower me, give me confidence, courage, you know, sharpen my intuition, whatever I feel like I need. And I really like these decks because the Angel, the Isis Oracle, and the Magical Spell card, because they encourage you to ask your guides, your deities, your angels, your dragons to help you. They encourage you to ask for help, and they remind you that you're not by yourself, okay? This card, you know, this is literally, you know, postcards from spirit, you know what I mean? It encourages you to remember that you're not by yourself. Okay, you can tap into, you know, asking for assistance, guidance. And it's really a reminder, you know, your oracles are really a reminder that you are not alone, even though it may appear that way. I'm currently alone in my apartment with my cat, but I'm not really alone. And whenever I feel alone, you know, my spirit guides will find their own unique way to, you know, tap me on the shoulder and remind me that I'm not by myself and that they are assisting me and supporting me. And, you know, I try to keep that type of mindset and language when I'm using these cards, okay? So yeah, these are my oracles. I do have other oracles, but these are the main ones that I work with or that I like or that I felt like were worth sharing. And I also have this one, but I don't use it very often. This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't really use it that often. And this is more of a, this is a mantra, so not really an oracle, but a mantra. But you can ask for a mantra that is, you know, the most healing for you, and that's that. And then I also have messages from mermaids that are pretty positive, and you know, so I like creature decks. Okay, so but yeah, these are the oracles that I like. And that I can, you know, use in tandem at times. You know, you can use, you know, you can match up different oracle decks with each other, and you can, and sometimes I'll even choose like a specific tarot deck to match up with my oracles. I can probably make a video about that. But yeah, that's that. Hope this video turns out right. It got screwed up, so thank you for watching if you found me.